What is up, scrappers? CC Scraps, how are you? I'm gonna duck down, say hello. Welcome to episode 2 of Old School Retool on my sledgehammer here, my Warren-Teed.84-8, circa maybe 1947. I don't know. I think it's a little older than that. But we're gonna get to it. Last week, I mixed up the grinds or the grits of the paper. So we're going to go over that with the 60 now. I was going to do that off camera, but I figured y'all would want to see that. So, as always, that's the 120. Sit tight, y'all. I got a plug in here. Got one of these little 30-foot, what do you call it? 30-foot. It goes above on a spool. All the way up. All right. So, let's get this show on the road here. This is a 60 grit paper. As always, glasses. Safety glasses. I got them over my regular glasses. Face shield would be great. Try not to wear loose clothing. I do have a sweatshirt. I'm going to kick these behind me. And we're going to go from there. Make sure your grit disc isn't damaged, your flap disc in any way. Otherwise, throw it out. Or if it got wet, throw it out. Alright, we're going to flip it around. You get the picture, right? We'll do another side. Also, I say to be safe and be careful, like, I have a cloth here so the jaws don't screw this up. You should probably use something a little more flame retardant, but I do have a fire extinguisher right over there, so we'll be alright. We're going to clean it up and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I just hit it with the 60. Now we're going to go with the 120. And you notice that I'm going to, whoops. You notice I'm going to mark this with this soapstone. I do that so when I sand, I know, I keep track of my sanding. So I know, like, I don't go over something twice or too much. I know once that soapstone's gone, I know that I sanded that area. 120, y'all. And be careful too, again, try not to catch your grinder on these rags because it'll screw it up. But just, you got to be careful. Like I said, I probably should be using something better. I'm not telling you this is the right way to do it. It's just the way I got to do it because this is what I really got, you know. Alright, so check it out. Now, it's nice and shiny. It's a lot more smoother. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sick. Like, I mean, I know I got all these divots in here still, but my goal, I'm not trying to, I guess I'm really not trying to restore this. I'm just trying to make it, repurpose it maybe. Because this is going to be a working hammer. I just want it to look a little bit cool if I bring it somewhere to wreck something or, you know, like that. I mean, it's got history. Like, look at them little divots. Like, you know, like, what hit that, you know? Like, I mean, they're all over the place in there. I mean, you know, this thing's seen, like, there's one there, and I kind of want to keep that. So, I think that's what I'm going to do with it. Now we're going to get it prepped up for paint, taped off, and the things I want to do here, and you'll see. Check it out. I'm going to get it all set in a second. The cool thing, too, about this is that we're able to save the name the model number and the little safety thing there. That's going to be face up when I put the new handle on, or the repurposed handle. But yeah, every time I do one of these, I'm going to try to save the name no matter what. Even if I'm making it look pristine and the name looks busted up, I'm keeping it. I like to have the names on there because people might want to see what it looks like. You can see little imperfections. Like, I haven't used a grinder in this fashion in a long time, so I'll probably get better. But like I said, again, I don't want to keep it, you know, you don't put a, what is it? You don't take a, you don't take an old beautiful Plymouth muscle car and put it in a demolition derby, right? So this is what this is going to be. It's going to be like that cool Plymouth that we might just put in the garage, or we'll take it out once in a while and use it. But, all right. We're going to get it prepped up and taped off. I'll show you how I do that. All right, y'all. I had the wrong tape. My wife was kind enough to loan me her masking tape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tape over top of this guy here because I don't want any paint on the front of it. I'm going to do both sides like this. A lot of guys will tap on this so you can get a nice, cuts it off and gives you a nice like line to cut around if that's the route you're going to take, which is probably the route I'm going to take. Okay, I'm going to cover that there like that. And then what I want to do is these letters, you know, the name and everything, I want to tape over that as well, because I don't want that to be painted either. I want to keep that nice. I'm going to try something cool with that. So we're going to tape over those. Again, I'm going to just give it a little tap with the mallet maybe. Just get a nice spot to cut around. Should get myself an X-Acto knife actually. So I rub that. It looks like a little grave rubbing. Anybody out there ever do grave rubbings? I haven't. But hey, you guys are into that. That's cool. Actually, it's kind of a cool hobby, I think. But I don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to wet my mallet. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to get the other side prepped like that. I'm going to cut around it. We're going to get some paint on this thing. Alright, so we're all prepped up the best to my taping ability. If anything else, I can... Got a few edges here. You can see actually where the forging of this hammer is screwed up. See how that isn't centered on the hole? I just noticed that. That's alright though. Gives it character. But I got those pieces taped off, and I got this taped off. So now we're going to hit it with some primer. It's all sanded pretty good. I wiped this down with acetone before I painted it. So everything sticks really nice to it. You can use alcohol, something to break down all the oils and the greases and stuff like that. So let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna actually sit tight. Alright y'all, I sprayed it, primer. Right now everything seems to look pretty cool. Underneath is nice, that primer stuck really good. Let me get it so it doesn't get screwed up. Alright, we're going to give that a little bit of time to dry. And we're going to paint it. You'll see the color we're going to paint it. But anyway, we're going to let that dry up. I'm going to shoot it with a coat of paint. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to end it here. Episode 1, Part 2. Warren-Teed.84-8, circa 1947 sledgehammer head. Alright. That was another episode of Old School Retool, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Peace now.